Hello, my Astro family. This is Lada from astrolada.com, and today I have three good news for you. The first one is that I'm back doing monthly horoscopes, obviously, yay! After a few months break. The second good news is that August will be so much better than crazy July with all the eclipses in July, all the sun opposition, Pluto, Saturn, all the retrograde planets. August will give us a break. August will be time when the winds are changing and turning for us. Jupiter and Mercury are turning direct, and we have a conglomeration or stellium of planets in a very positive sign. And the third good news is that I finally completed and I'm ready to release my predictive astrology course. It's based on techniques from all types of astrology, ancient, modern, Vedic, Western, the predictive techniques that I have found out work the best. And basically I give you all my secrets. It's about 12 hours. It was part of it is from the retreat that I just did, professional quality, and part of it is recorded in the studio. So, and I'm giving it for 50% off to the first 100 people that order it. And I'm adding also for the first 100 people that order it, another course of mine, which usually costs $200, but I'm adding it for free, 60 most important transits. And this predictive course will teach you all my secrets. Transits in particular, we focus in particular on solar returns and progressions and dashes. So lots of interesting information. Uh, and now let's start with the 12 signs and predictions for each sign. You're the bomb this month. You're shining. So many new beginnings, so many changes for good are starting to happen for you. Wow. It's almost like the previous month you had to clean up some things, to end up some things in July, and now you're going to be the star of the show. Let's see what is happening. First of all, from the beginning of the month, Mercury is going direct in your 12th house, and a few days later it enters Leo. So certain things are concluding. Mercury goes direct. If there are any complications, any delays, they start disappearing. Also, your mental focus becomes sharper, and you're gonna start when Mercury enters Leo. There'll be and look how many planets there in Leo. The Sun is gonna be there. Mars, Venus, the moon will be there at certain point for the new moon in Leo. Wow. That's your first house. That's you. You are on fire. The focus is on you. You are in the spotlight. When the sun enters its sign, it manifests. So for Leo, this will be a very manifesting month. Especially if you are Leo sun, wow. Even if you're ascendant or moon, very dynamic month. The first house is what? Action, activity. You notice yourself that you're way more initiative than other times. You notice that you're more brave or courageous. You'd feel like yourself now. You'd feel like, and especially maybe the last month when everything was in Cancer, a lot of planets, well, there was like that, you know. You might have felt less energetic, Mercury retrograde, maybe more frustrated. Mars still was in Cancer, in Leo. But now it's like you really can start doing new things. You can really come into the limelight. And your physical energy will increase. Your sex drive will increase. Mars is also in your sign, of course. Your charisma, maybe because in July Mars was also in your sign, so there was some kind of drive still, but maybe felt more frustrating. But now when Venus joins it, you become not only driven to do new things and to initiate. A lot of new ideas will come to you. Oh my God! When planets transit your sign, and this is Leo is the sign of creative ideas and intelligence. You might feel you're on fire, like sparkle, one idea after another. I would advise you sleep with a pen and paper next to you so you can write them down, because you can be given now insights for the whole next 12 months if you're Leo. And not only insights but ideas during the return of the sun to its own sign. And this is your sign, Leo, basically, to your sign. This is when all the creative ideas are given to us and glimpses of the opportunities that are going to come to us for the next 12 months, especially if you're Leo sun. If you're Leo moon and Leo rising, again, a lot of focus on you. Maybe not so much as, again, creative ideas definitely will come. This can be a great month to start some physical activity as well. because you have the energy of Mars, of the Sun. Otherwise, you might feel a bit too frustrated. You might feel like it's too much go go go, and you need to expel that energy somewhere. But definitely, you'd feel like yourself more. You'd feel like center of attention, some leadership. Things will be required from you to take leadership or executive decisions. And this is a month where you're not sitting and waiting or researching or wondering. If you felt you definitely feel the urge to go and do it. You definitely, things will start happening as well. But it's a lot, it's your involvement, like you are making things happen, and those things are getting attracted to you. So initiative, right? All of those. When Mercury is also in your sign, fantastic for any intellectual work where you have to requires your skills. It's almost like your whole bunch of traits and skills and talents that you have to use them because you're doing something so important there. Your diplomacy, your charisma, or if you're in Venusian's business, will be very successful as well this month. You can initiate new things, whether it's beauty, whether it's art, whether it's fashion. If you're in Mars business, which is something to do very competitive business or something physical activity. If you're in Mercury, writing, administration, business of any sort, these all things you're starting new beginnings. But you're the king and the leader. Others come to you. You are not asking for help from anyone. You're the powerhouse. And your appearance, you might feel more vibrant, more, like the sun is around you. And you might have felt more exhausted earlier, but you'll see there'll be such a shift that starts happening. And at the same time, another good news, Jupiter is turning direct in your fifth house, Leos. For 3 or 4 months, it was retrograde in your fifth house. So Jupiter is starting to move direct from the 12th of August into your fifth house, which is again a Leo connected house. It's the same energy. So it's like the whole universe is conspiring to uplift you, to make you feel more and to become more of who you are, to bring in new ideas, new inspirations. I'm telling you, everywhere you enter this month, you'll be noticed, you'll make an impression like a lion has to be. It's like the king enters. If your ego has been beaten down or your self-confidence or whatever it is, you'd feel such a boost in the opposite direction. So what is it? Creative ideas. If there was some stagnation with creative ideas while Jupiter was retrograde, there will be a new flow of inspiration of ideas that are coming uh, from the middle of August. If there was some delays or stagnation or with a creative project, or maybe you had to work extra hard to make a creative project manifest, or an idea of yours. Fifth house is all our ideas. They don't have to be artistic or, any ideas that are personally ours. So if there was some delay with those inspirations and ideas that you're working on, maybe to perfect your talent there, whatever. Now you're gonna start seeing the results of that. Maybe you were preparing something new that was your idea, like a website or a new piece of art or a new business plan that is your own personal idea. Well, now when Jupiter starts moving direct, you start seeing the results. You can implement it, or you start seeing material results there. If there are some delays or complications in romantic matters, because fifth house rules matters of the heart, maybe it became a bit more internalized, maybe the ability to have fun and enjoy yourself was a little bit slowed down while Jupiter was retrograde, or maybe your love life became, you had to re-examine certain love life, you had to work on yourself and examine what your beliefs are about love and about relationships, matters of the heart. Well, now Jupiter starts moving direct and all those things improve and they start giving results. Or maybe if there was a delay or some difficulty with the romantic relationship, it starts moving forward again. In regards to children, if you've been trying to, if your child has been passing through something, and if there was some, let's say, again, uh, maybe unclarity to the direction of their life of your child, now you're going to see them pick themselves up and start moving forward. So if there was some complication between your relationship and you were reevaluating your relationship, now you see the results of those deep introspections that have been happening. But wow, so much fire. This month is so fiery. I'm so excited because I'm a Leo moon. And when everything goes into water or earth, like was in July, I get moody or I'm not myself. I can't wait for all that fire to come in. But then sometimes when so much fire comes up, we can get a bit like overly excitable, like puppies, you know. But we love that. As fire signs, if you have strong fire, Leo rising, Leo sun or moon, you're gonna revel in those energies. It's time to start having fun again. Jupiter will start moving forward in your fifth house, and it will trine all those planets in the first house. And you see, we have to combine also. There will be trines happening between the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter in our fifth house. And fifth house is a lucky house. So first of all, your luck, our luck starts improving. Maybe love life for some of you if it was difficult, you know, or new beginnings, new set of because the first house is a house of inspiration but of action. So both things, you're gonna get inspiring ideas, but you also will act on them, and you will be very likely quite successful because of all the supporting planets that are here involved in this. So what can happen? For example, you can initiate certain actions that lead you to some creative project that's very successful. Or maybe you will, maybe some new ideas that come to you. Jupiter in the fifth house will put you into a new uh, will bring new opportunities, new beginnings for you, put the limelight on you. Also, if you have to present something, if you have to be, if you want to make an impression, this is the month. This is the month, this is your month, and you shine. So, thank you so much, Leo. I hope you enjoyed that. Very good one. And even love can be here. Venus is in your sign, loving experiences as well. So you got your, basically you can pick and choose this month. It's basically the world is your oyster. It's being served to you on a plate, and your personal actions will determine the results. But there is a lot of support for that. Thank you. I love you.